Would you believe that within 1 hour of Edmonton and Calgary is one of Canada's most hidden gems of real estate? And it's about to boom. Stick around. Let's talk about it and see how you can get ahead of the curve, because you're not going to want to miss it. Why Central Alberta is the next home run in real estate markets, and you're going to want to see, I'm going to explain to you why it is that Red Deer in Central Alberta is still among the cheapest within all of Canada and has the most uptick potential in the next 2 years. Let's get started. Market content and why it matters. So Central Alberta still, to this day, remains one of the hidden gems within real estate of Canadian cities. It's right located between Calgary and Edmonton on Highway 2, the Deuce, Queen Elizabeth Highway, whatever it is you want to call it, that's what it is. Central Alberta is growing in the spotlight with increasing infrastructure, increasing population, interprovincial migration. All of these factors still continue to come into play, and the economy is still booming. So we've had an amazing 2025, but we want to talk more about the future, 2026, 2027, and beyond. Many buyers are just honestly priced out of their budget in Edmonton, Calgary, Ontario, BC. So Central Alberta still, for the dollars that you're spending, the square footage that you're getting, the amenities that are around us, you can't beat them. So that is one of the factors that we want to talk about today. This combined creates momentum for all of the cities and towns within Central Alberta. So we've talked about them all. If you've seen them, you know which ones it is. We focus on Red Deer, Sylvan, Innisfail, Black Falls, Lacombe, Olds, Rocky, and Stettler. There's many, many more, but those are the ones we typically focus on, and those are the ones we're going to talk about today. For both sellers, buyers, and investors, they know that the market is going to continue to climb. We've seen some really good increases in the last 18 to 24 months, not just on prices, but also, as far as the bounce market, which we're starting to see more of, and I think we're going to see more of that in 2026. Everybody is understanding that when the bounce market comes, buyers have a little bit more time to shop, make sure they're getting the best deals, and sellers still, if you're pricing your properties properly, they're moving quickly. And like I said, not only is Central Alberta price reasonable, but it's making it attractive for people that are out of this region to move into it. There are lots of people that are moving into Central Alberta that still commute to the bigger cities, whether they're healthcare, business people, oil and gas, energy, even agriculture, retail. So you're still seeing that the commute is well worth the savings that you're seeing based on the Calgary and Edmonton markets versus Central Alberta. And honestly, for buyers, guys, if you're thinking of moving into this region, right now, before the spring market of 2026 explodes, this is the time to start looking. Everybody says, well, I should wait till the spring market. There's pros and cons. There's never a bad time to sell. There's never a bad time to buy. It just always has to depend on what works for your personal situation and what's going to be the best for you, your family, your loved ones, the employment, your job, school for the kids, education. All that stuff has to be taken into account. So let me just kind of go over the three big themes that are causing the market to have the explosion that we are forecasting for 2026. We've got connectivity and lifestyle. So you're getting to be around a lot of people that are moving into Central Alberta, so you're certainly not going to be the only ones that have come in. The communities are friendly, they're outgoing, they're welcoming. So this moment you walk in and you start establishing yourself within the communities, you're welcomed with open arms and everybody says hi. We're a very friendly bunch. Everybody says Canadians are friendly. That goes twice-fold for Central Alberta. Affordability. So we know that there's going to be more multifamily units being built in the big centers. And that's just simply because even for people that are established in the real estate market, their families are growing, they're looking at something bigger, or in the case, maybe it's going the other way and people are downsizing. Central Alberta's market is much more affordable than Calgary, Edmonton. If you want some information exactly how it compares, we're happy to provide that information for you. And we'll do it the time you call, text, or email. So like Shalane always says, we do the research so you don't have to. So if any of this information today resonates with you, please call, text, or email us at any time. We'll give you the updated information and we'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, because we want to be full transparency We are your trusted real estate team in Central Alberta, and we want to earn your trust and be that next phone call. Okay, so I want to just go through 8 segments that are going to help you understand exactly why moving to Central Alberta is or could be the right move for you, your family, your work, things like that. So we talked in another video that you can see the Highway 2 expansion. So there's some lanes within Highway 2 between Red Deer and Black Falls. They're going to be going from 4 lanes to 6 lanes, some even to 8. So you're going to see more highway space just because the QE2 is getting busier all the time. They're considering increasing the speed limit. They're considering the widening of it right from Calgary to Edmonton. It may take some years to get that done, but the forecast for in Red Deer is that they're going to start that construction probably even in the next few months, and it should be completed in 2030, I believe is what the projected completion date for that is. So that's going to be huge for the city. So I know that people say, oh, you're an hour and a half away from Calgary, or you're an hour and a half away from Edmonton. I've lived in Calgary, I've lived in Edmonton, and the commute sometimes to work is that same amount of time. So there's been times where I would have left my work when I used to work downtown Calgary, and by the time I got back to my home here in Red Deer, some of my coworkers were getting home to their places within Calgary, Okotoks, Airdrie, and surrounding communities. So the drive, guys, really isn't that bad. And with the increased lanes that are projected to happen in the next few years, it's going to make a huge difference for travel. So that's going to make it safer, less stress, and more time with your family. Now, as far as pricing, we've talked about the pricing in Central Alberta compared to the bigger centers such as Calgary and Edmonton. There is quite a difference in pricing. You are going to get quite a bit more house per square foot. You're going to get larger lots. You're going to get larger homes. Red Deer, the commute is also just somewhat within 15 minutes. You can be anywhere within the city of Red Deer. You look at Sylvan Lake, Black Falls, Lacombe, 10 minutes to be anywhere from and within those towns from start to finish. So the commuting is a lot better. So your lifestyle is less stressed. It's less time in a vehicle. When you got to go catch some groceries, things like that, it's so much quicker and easier when you're in the smaller communities. So that's one of the other pluses. So the lifestyle, we've talked about the lifestyle in many of our other videos, but I just really wanted to highlight that Red Deer's getting a lot of new schools. They've got over 125 kilometers of paved trails. It's amazing. You got the Collicutt Center, the Daw Center, lots of ball diamonds, pickleball courts, swimming pools, over 100 outdoor skating rinks in the wintertime. So Red Deer and the surrounding communities really focus on lifestyle, not just for yourself, but for your family and loved ones. It's really important to make sure that every city that you want to go to offers the things that are going to keep everybody engaged off their phones, off their computer, and engage with everybody else. So not only is it just the real estate that's really going to boom, is Red Deer and surrounding communities are open for business. They're very encouraging of new businesses coming in, expanding businesses that may be already here, buying businesses that maybe are for sale. We really are a community within the area that really is encouraging new businesses, expanding businesses, bringing more employees in. We've got the infrastructure that is not only healthcare, education, retail, dining, all those things. It's growing rapidly within the population to make sure it keeps up. So Red Deer's got about 110, 120,000 people. If that's maybe too big for you, and it very well could be, we highlight Sylvan Lake. I mean, it's life on the lake. It's beautiful. Black Falls, very family-oriented town. It's got the Abbey Center. It's got the new arena last year. It's got tons of activities for the younger family as well as everybody else. Lacombe is a city, and it is culturally beautiful. They take such nice care of it. It really is a beautiful community. So if you're looking for a little bit of a drive outside of Red Deer, Lacombe's about 20 minutes. Black Falls like 10 to 15. Sylvan's about 10 or 15. Then if you want to go to south more towards Calgary, then you got Penhold. It's about 10 minutes south. There's a little bedroom community called Springbrook, which is in between Penhold and Red Deer. And then you got Innisfail. There are about 8,000 people. So if you're looking for a certain size, or you're hoping to get something a little bit smaller, even more slow paced than what the city of Red Deer is, we've got all those opportunities for you all close by. So the lifestyle that you're looking for, the amenities that you're looking for, everything that we want, Shalane and I can help you. We can ask the questions when we meet. We can find out exactly what it is that you guys are looking for, what's important to you, whether it's education. Some schools offer more programs for special needs. Some have, more of a trade. There's St. Joe's and Red Deer. It's a baseball school. So there's lots of different schools that will fit your kids' requirements. We just have to know what those are, and then we can help you with that. Now, if you're an investor looking to buy within Central Alberta for investment purposes, it's really important to consider the town that you're looking to invest in, what the future infrastructure is planned, what the highways are doing, what type of businesses are growing, what the focus is, whether it's agriculture, industrial. There's different focuses on different communities. So those things for investors are really important. How many multifamily units are maybe in that town already, what the rental rates are, what the rental vacancies are, what the cost of properties are, what the property taxes are. Those kind of things Shalane and I can all help you with as long as we know what you're looking for. We do the research so you don't have to. And I know we say that in a lot of our videos, but we really are sincere. If there's anything that you're looking for and we don't know it, and we know a lot of stuff because we've been in this industry a long time. I've been doing real estate for about 10 years. Shalane's been over 20. So we've been around for a bit, but there's still always questions we get asked. And we're the first to say, you know what? That's a great question. We're not sure, but we're going to find out because we don't want to give you false information or just mislead you in any way. So if you are looking for investment, we would like to help you with a checklist. So you would tell us what things are important to you. We'll look and see what we can find as far as the requirements being met or exceeded or what the future plans are. So we know we can talk to the city, we can talk to the towns, we can find out what the infrastructure forecasts are for the next few years as far as communities being developed, highways being expanded, new sporting facilities, new shopping, whether it's multi-family units being built, single-family units being built, beginners, all those condos. Those are all questions that Shalane and I can help you with. And those are all things that are important to consider when you're looking at the market and how it's going to expand in the next 2 years. So we really feel we have our finger on the pulse. We always pay a lot of attention to what's happening in real estate, both internationally within North America and Canadian markets. So we're part of LPT Realty. They're the fastest growing brokerage in North America, and their growth so far has been mostly in the US. We've only been in Canada for just over a year. We're in 4 provinces. So we really get a lot of information from the US. And a lot of people say, well, what's happening in the US doesn't really affect us in Canada. But it does. It's kind of a trickle effect. So I know the US market's been really kind of sluggish for the last 3 or 4 years in real estate. I think they say there's an average of about 4 million sales a year. Averaging in the last 10 to 15 years, they have 5.5 million sales per year. So that's really an indication of how much it's down. 2026, they expect that to go up to 5.5 million to be more than the national average. And 2027, they think that's going to hit over 6 million. So that's a 30 to 40% increase from what it's been in the last few years. Now, I know that trickle effect takes a bit of time to come up into Canada, but it always does. And so that's why we've really got our finger on the pulse, trying to make sure that the market, we get the investors in, we get first-time buyers in, all this because we really predict come next spring when interest rates hopefully will have come down another 2 or 3 times. They maybe got to be as low as they're going to get, but we feel there's going to be at least 1 or 2 more decreases. And we don't have a crystal ball. That's just our feeling. But honestly, we think market prices are going to start to climb. So if you've been thinking about it, you've been on, kind of hanging on the fence going, I'm waiting for interest rates to drop, or I'm waiting for inventory to increase. Those things, guys, may happen and they may not. But one thing that we've seen consistently the last few years are price increases on the properties. So if you've got your down payment saved up and you've been waiting and you think, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, we really think that we should probably start talking sooner than later. Shalane and I can find out exactly what you're looking for. We can do some looking for you. We can set you up on our automated search and we can start showing you properties that might be of interest. We'll get you in touch with industry professionals such as our mortgage brokers that can give you amazing pre-approval. And that is honestly the first step. But we really do feel the market in the next 2 years is going to be really favorable. It's going to continue to climb. So if you've been waiting to get into it as your first time buyer, now is the perfect time. So hopefully you found some of this information useful. If you have, please let us know in the comments below. Please text, email, or call Shalane and I at any time. We'd really like to answer any of your questions. If you've been thinking about moving or you know somebody else that you think has been talking about downsizing or upsizing, Shalane and I would love to help you. We'd love to share our experiences within Central Alberta. We'd love to showcase what we have to offer. And we really do feel that Central Alberta is your best bang for your buck as far as so many factors go into play. And remember, we're family owned. We match hearts with homes. Shalane loves that slogan. And we really do look out for our clients. They're not just clients. We're not just looking for a sale. We really want to know who you are, understand what you're looking for, and really help out to get you the next dream, whether it's your first home, a bigger home, a huge home, if you want the luxury home, or if you want to downsize or an investment. We're here for it all, and we'd love to help you out. Thanks for joining us for this video. If you have any questions, we answer them every week. No fluff. Transparency, truthfully, we give it exactly the way you want to have it. So if you or anybody you know is looking to purchase a home, please pass this video on to them. It could save them tens of thousands of dollars, and we'd love to help you. So again, if you're making a move in 9 days, 90 days, or a year from now, or know somebody else that is, please let them give Shalane or I a call. Our contact information is below. Please hit like and subscribe, and make sure you don't miss any of the future ones. We love the questions. We'll answer them. Take care. Thanks for now.